am 5 years old. I am watching a movie with a friend. My hands flap with excitement. My friend tells me to stop. I'm embarrassing her. I look like a baby. I am 8 years old. My mother tells me it's polite to look people in the eye when I talk to them. 5 minutes later, she tells me it's rude to stare. I know there are rules. I know they do not make sense. I am 12 years old. I fiddle with a bracelet as I take an oral quiz. It calms me down. It helps me focus. My teacher tells me to stop. You're making me nervous, she says. I am 11 years old. I sit under the stairs at recess reading a book. The other children don't talk to me. I'm different. They don't say it, but I know it's my fault. I am 15 years old. I love the Beatles. Every time I think about them, I feel indescribable joy. I learn everything I can and tell my friends what I've learned. After a few months, they tell me to stop. I'm being annoying. Eventually, I learn to stop talking about the things I care about. I'm 16 years old. My mother tells me to wash the dishes. The soapy water and the slimy food make my hands feel like they want to fall off. I stop before I throw up. My sister calls me lazy. I'm 18 years old. I see a fictional character whose brain and body seem to work like mine. I learn that he is autistic. I learn I am not the only one who feels this way. I learn there is a whole community whose brains work the way mine does. I quietly start to think about myself in these terms. I am 19 years old. I start to tell people I think I'm autistic. I slowly start letting my body move the way it wants to again. One day, I allow myself to flap in front of one of my friends. She grins. She tells me I am so cute and autistic. I almost cry. I feel completely accepted for who I am. It is 2 days before my 20th birthday. I sit in a psychologist's office, telling him why I think I'm autistic. It is one of the hardest things I've ever done. Every instinct tells me to hide it, to hide everything that makes me different, everything that makes me me. The psychologist says I am hard to diagnose. I am an adult, a woman, too smart. In the end, he does say that I am correct in my self-diagnosis, and I feel a huge sense of relief. I am not broken after all. I am 20 years old. I am autistic. I am learning to take care of myself. I am learning that I am different, but I am not wrong. I am learning that passing is never worth it. I am learning to move how I need to move to express myself, to soothe myself. I am learning that my experiences are valid. I am learning how to be a happy autistic person in an oppressive neurotypical world. And I hope that by doing this, I can let that oppression lessen for some other little girl whose hands flap with excitement.